Hey, Nic Destro here at Last Stop Props. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I just got up here from the midnight show of Dark Knight. I saw it with a couple friends at the ArcLight in Hollywood. First, I'd like to say I'm really, it's just horrible what happened in Colorado. I don't know. I don't know. I found out a couple minutes after the movie ended at 3, and I couldn't stop crying for about 20 minutes. It's so sad. All those 14 people. But at least that prick who did it's never going to be able to see this movie, and it was pretty epic. It was a great ending to a great film series. Also, the beginning of the film had the Superman trailer, which I wouldn't clap at because they just didn't show me enough. It was interesting. There was a flying scene in the Superman that looked kind of cool, but the rest of it, the trailer was whatever. But to Batman, or The Dark Knight Rises, awesome. It's been 8 years since the last movie. Batman doesn't do anything anymore. You start to get introduced to some of the characters. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it. Anne Hathaway is Selina Kyle, Catwoman, who she does a phenomenal job in it. A couple of the scenes, she's just great. There's a bad guy, Daggett, who looks like he reminds me of the Bond villain from Quantum of Solace, the guy who looked like the pedophile, Roman Polanski. Real creepy, real good. Bane, Tom Hardy is 100% underused. He wears this stupid mask the whole time, stupid voice. He was definitely the most disappointing part about it. The French chick from Inception is in this as Wayne's kind of quasi-love interest. There's a twist at the end. Anyone who read the casting news a year ago will figure the twist out way before the ending, unfortunately. The plot is, I don't want to give too much away because not everybody's seen it yet. There's the Batwing, or they don't call it the Batwing, but it's the flying bat vehicle that Lucius Fox built for him. That's pretty awesome, flies around and messes stuff up pretty good. I just feel like I shouldn't give too much away. It's a phenomenal movie. The action sequences are great. As I said, Anne Hathaway, just a great job. She's the Catwoman you've always wanted to see. Gosh, what else? Alfred, Michael Caine, he's amazing in it, as always. There's one of the goofballs from Reno 911 has a small part as a doctor, which I thought was hilarious. Gary Oldman's great as usual. Matthew Modine is in it as like a cop, kind of the under guy to Commissioner Gordon. He's really good too. It's good to see him working. And there's one of the bad guys from the earlier film shows up for a few scenes near the end of this film, it's really cool. There's the prison, which was kind of featured in the comic books. There's a lot of the League of Shadows stuff in this from kind of the first movie, the Ra's al Ghul legacy, I guess you could say. They do a really good job. The opening scene is pretty intense and pretty cool, but none of the bad guy scenes, there's nothing as good as anything that Heath Ledger did. And realistically, I liked Tom Hardy going into this movie way better than I ever liked Heath Ledger going into the last Batman, other than maybe 10 Things I Hate About You. I thought he did a really good job in that, and there's something else he did, but I can't, Monsters Ball, he was alright, but what's he in that for 10 minutes before he shoots himself? Tom Hardy, as I said, I'm really disappointed. But they do it proper. I remember the storyline, I think it was like 92, 93, where Batman gets broken, quote unquote, by Bane when he breaks his back. There's no venom in this one that makes him stronger, but he still wears the stupid mask. And there's the prison, the hellhole that he was raised in as a child, which is cool. I don't care, I'll ruin this. Bruce Wayne winds up in that prison. Obviously the results are, it's Batman. He's a badass. He's got everything figured out. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is is Blake, and I almost remember there being a Blake in the old DC comics, a guy with a cane, which is funny because Bruce Wayne wears a cane has a cane for the first like half hour, 45 minutes. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt, really, really good. Just a great performance on his part. He just doesn't disappoint. I mean, it's so crazy from the guy from, Third Rock from the Sun. Here he is. He's just doing all these great movies. I think that's about all I want to say. Go check it out. It's as I said, opening day. It's Friday. I slept about 4 hours last night. I'm about to go to sleep and wake up in an hour and a half for work. But this is Nic Destro from Last Stop Props up here in Burbank, signing off, and have a great night, and I hope you get to enjoy this movie.